Good morning, guys. All right, it's about 8 a.m. right now. Market opens up in about an hour and change. So I'm going to get you guys real quick with this 5-minute video. So here's what I'm looking at today, guys. Now, keep in mind, as I talk about, what we're looking for here, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not saying this is what is going to happen. This is just one potential move, and I want to have myself and those are the guys and girls in the Focus Trades group prepared. So here's why I'm thinking potentially, guys, the market could really dive today. If we take a look here at the daily chart for ES, we are kind of banging and hanging around these 2018 lows. So if we take a look here at the daily chart, market breaks down back in September, October, November, all the way into the tail end of 2018 before finally bottoming out there the day after Christmas at 2340. As we know, right, that rebound led to one of the strongest bull markets in the history of the market, which we have basically completely given up in just a few weeks here. So if we go take a look at the hourly chart, you guys will see that we are really screwing around this morning above those 2018 lows, right? And now there's a lot of focus, there's a lot of emotion, right? A lot of psychology with those 2018 lows, but just as far as supply and demand goes, guys, here's what's interesting. We begin to really start diving below those 2018 lows, really taking a dump below that 2340. There's no clear support really coming in to save this thing. Honestly, right? Maybe until this level right here, around 2100, 2000. So based on supply and demand, guys, right, and just looking at the history of the market, we begin to break below this level. We don't really have much support to work on until we're talking, 22, 21, 2000 here. So that's why I believe if we do begin to break below this level into the open today, we could potentially, guys, see a nasty dump. Now we're going to read the tape. We're going to look at all those big picture things that matter most. But this is one potential move that we're going to be prepared for. Now, let's just assume that this move happens, right? If this move happens here, if we do begin to nosedive below those 2018 lows, what is going to be the impact on the stocks on our watch list? Right? The market's dumping, guys. If the market's breaking down, our Apples, Rokus, Nvidias, etc., they're going to do the same exact thing. And there's a good chance that if the market does dive here or tomorrow underneath that key level, we're going to see these names begin to head right back on down, guys, to the recent lows. And this is what I mean by that, right? So again, we look at ES. If we break down, right, if the tape confirms sellers, if we just get, guys, some nasty pain underneath that 2340 level, that's going to lead to, our Apples, Nvidias, everything else making the same exact move. So if this move can happen here this morning in the market, and you can see about an hour out, we're really starting to flirt with a potential drop. We'll see if support comes in. But if we do get this move, guys, what I'm going to be looking for is, a handful of these leading names that have made a bit of a bounce over the past day or so to head right back towards their recent lows. So we look at something like Apple, for example, just bouncing back and forth, really stuck in this range right now. If the market can make that big dive below 2340, we could finally see Apple given out under 236, 235-ish. So if the market can break down, that's a nice potential short, right? Playing Apple down towards 236, and then maybe even for a break below that support level. Guys, I look at something like Nvidia here. Now, Nvidia makes this good-looking pop here yesterday, even popping a bit here, right, in the after hours. But if the market rolls over, Nvidia is going to roll over. And it made a good pop here yesterday with these recent lows down at 180. If the market rolls over and dumps, you can get a good looking play in Nvidia here, guys, down towards 180. Now, one important thing to keep in mind, and we'll use Nvidia for example, we're looking for a move potentially down towards 180. Because of the environment that we're in, guys, we are catching big moves, right? If you can get on the right side of a move, these things are moving 2, 3, 4, 5, 6+% like it's nothing. So to look for a short entry here, if you get confirmation that the market is dumping beneath support, looking for a move down to 180, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. In a normal environment, right, a 20-point drop out of nowhere would be a bit, of an anomaly. In this environment, guys, not so much. Now, mind you, these options are going to change here once the market opens. But for the sake of conversation, we go look at something like Nvidia. And again, they're going to change at the open, but these 180s, guys, they're going for, $2-3 a contract. If they end up in the money, if the market makes a big dump beneath that key 2018 level, if Nvidia rolls over and goes back to or potentially breaks those recent lows, those calls, those puts rather, you're grabbing for $2 and change, they're going to start going towards 350, 4, 5, $6 a contract. Now keep in mind it's Thursday, so you're fighting that good fight with the premium decay. But if this move can happen quick, guys, this is how with a smaller position size, limiting your risk capital-wise, you can get a pretty outsized gain. Here's the whole kicker though. Because the market is so crazy, right? If we go short NVIDIA this morning and the market bounces, we're bouncing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6% in the opposite direction. Right? Crazy swings right now on an intraday basis. So what that means, guys, is that if you jump into, say, that 180 put, you have to, before you even pull the trigger, be more than comfortable with losing that full $200-300. That is the mindset that we should have right now in this crazy environment. We can take our shots, right? We can look for opportunities, but given the volatility, given the crazy range, right, and given the impact of both of those things on the options premiums, you've got to accept zero. So if your account can't handle a $200-300 loss, you've got no reason to be jumping into those NVIDIA puts. And that's just the truth of the game, guys. If you can't afford 100% loss, you shouldn't be putting on that position size. But these are some things I'm going to look for this morning, guys. We're going to get here on the live stream pretty soon with the Focus Trades group and start getting to work. But remember, all of these, potential moves back down towards the lows. Apple towards 235. Roku back down towards 60, 58, 56-ish. These moves, guys, are only going to happen if the market takes a dump beneath that 2340 and continues to roll over. All right, if we break down for a little bit and then we begin to bounce, or we just bounce right out of the open, you're not going to get those moves. So though we're looking at, say, NVIDIA, Apple, Roku, right, we're looking at the individual stocks, looking for trades on them specifically, the real trade, guys, right, it all kind of boils down to the market itself rolling over. So we open up in about an hour. We'll see if we get that dive beneath 2340. If we do, we'll look for some of those potential moves. If not, guys, we're going to stay patient. So those of you in the Focus Trades group, I'll see you guys in about 30 minutes for our live trading session. For everybody else, I hope you stay safe in this environment, and we'll talk to you in the next video.